today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Holt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd down and 3.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured or at least shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Holt.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There are two words that we hear coaches say.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 3rd down, it's Stanley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
2nd down and 7. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Off play action. Hold. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Holt.
He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To throw on 2nd down, Holt.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Holt on the move to his left.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's a give up the middle.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
To throw on 3rd down. Holt. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On first down, it's Stanley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, Parker, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Cardinal defense is going to... Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And quickly they get to the line. Off play action. Holt. They'll roll him out right.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Holt. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And it's incomplete. They can... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now he'll let it go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. He'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game.
And a tough thing.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cardinals, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Let's go now. Davide Lion.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Holt rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try and run right on the option. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
He's going to keep this again.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Stanley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Stanley, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Off play action. Holt. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Holt.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Now they try the right side here.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, part of
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Holt. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start with the option.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stanley.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
and now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a quarterback sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Holt. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Holt. Escaping the pressure right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Holt able to find Komet, and he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 76. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off play action. Holt. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to...
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Lions, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.